YouTube. This is a little video I'm putting together based on some discussion we've had in the past and some discussion now in the Christian Light Education Families Facebook group. But one of the things I do to help lay out my plan for the year is I make a chart and I write down my lesson in the book for each day. And I kind of do this so I have an idea of what we're going to accomplish for the year. And when I record grades, I record attendance. Will you let him have a few crackers? Fine. So I print this out. We just had a baby. So I'm only sticking right now, and my focus is math, reading, and language arts. Somebody's stealing crackers. Alright. So I have this laid out for the rest of the year. And this rest of the year goes until July 24th. Now, next year for our planner, we're going to be using a simple plan. And in the front of the planning section has, let me get to it, I still have a few. It gives you enough for 6 kids, so here's one I haven't used. You have a weekly schedule. It gives you the ability to write down, and then it gives you like subjects and what you're using for curriculum. And then for each subject, you can do a yearly overview per quarter, like what you're going to cover for the week. So you get 6 of these pages to do. For us, it doesn't work because we school year round. So I converted these pages into what is useful for me. So this will be for my 5th grader. I haven't given us a schedule. I think I'm going to do a schedule with removable stickers because it's likely to change throughout the year. And it's pretty much the same. Since we pretty much use Christian Light Education, I write down where we're starting at, and then I also gave myself check boxes for, will you turn that TV down, please? Check boxes for that I have the book ordered in the house, so I know that I have the book. So here we go. August 3rd is our actual start date for our new year. But as you can see, we're only going to be working math, reading, language arts, and Bible. And we will not actually begin until the first week of September that we'll begin those 2. And the reason behind that is we're on grade level. We're also on grade level for reading. But I know, and we do a 5-day-a-week reading. But I also know that we will be done with reading by January, which allows us to go and spend time in our favorite book list. So things I do with my overview for the year is I mark each day 1 lesson. Now we do a 4-day lesson plan a week, and what we'll do is we'll double up, like Monday math, Tuesday reading, Wednesday language arts. So we'll double up in that fashion, so that we get the week's worth of work done, and no more, no less. So I go through, I do mark all my days that we're not doing school. I highlight them. I have to highlight them, otherwise I will just mindlessly not even realize, and I will write work in there for us. So thankfully, you get 6 subject overviews, and it takes me 6 days to, or 6 pages to do the whole year's out. So 5th grade science is the Old Life Pack. So is it the Old Life Pack? No, it's not the Old Life Pack. But because there's only, I think, yes, there's only 5 books for science in 5th grade, I make a point that between each booklet we're skipping a week just to kind of space it out till March. So I expect to be done in March, which is good. That lets us move on and use that time to work on 4-H record books. You'll see I highlight, we like to take the week off between Good Friday or Palm Sunday and Easter, so that's always my day off, our week off, so I highlight that out. But you can tell by March, we're only down to 3 subjects for the rest of the year. And this really helps because we'll double up on some of these, and it will help us move into, you know, she'll be 5th grade, and she'll be in the 500 level for language arts. Stay focused. The middle of April. And then we'll start back up July, and that leaves us, it lets us kind of catch up, and we're going to kind of be a year behind in math, but that's okay. So that's how I lay out. I do that for each kid. This will be my 4th grader next year for him. And then on the edge of it, I do put washi tape. I'm a washi tape addict. But it's nice because when I flip, you can see, when I flip, I have different tape per kid. So I know who I'm grabbing at and where I'm at. I will show you, because it's for you mommies that are starting out in kindergarten. This is for my kindergarten kid, and here's my entire kindergarten curriculum. We have worked on some of these over the last year, but nothing of vigor. And then here is the second K2 books, the workbook and activity book. This is the only thing we plan to do this year for kindergarten. I like keeping kindergarten pretty relaxed. She just turned 5 May, so she's a new 5 going in. I'm in no hurry. My 1st grader right now did the same thing for kindergarten, and we didn't even get these last 2 books done. She only did these 3, and then we started 1st grade, and she is off the charts. So I have it laid out the same, but of course she won't have science, social studies. None of this will really be laid out, but I gave myself the space in case I want to do any formal planning. Will I? Probably not. You'll probably find like washi tape in here. Like this week we focused on this, and I'll washi tape all this out. So yes, I have gotten crazy with my washi tape. It's not really something we see with homeschooling, but it makes it fun and it makes me want to be in it. And if I'm not wanting to be in it, I can find a lot of other things to do that keeps me distracted. I hope this helps for planning out. I'm going to put a link on the bottom, and I will give you these PDFs, and I'll have, you see that? I'll take the Memorial Day out, and I will take the lines out. See, I'm already planning. This year I didn't get to go to FPA convention, so next year I plan to go to the homeschool convention. I don't plan to give them school during that time. But it's highlighted, so if I need to, I can. Well, it doesn't matter because I don't actually do my planning here. So, just a little help for planning. It's a different way to look at it. It has taken me years to evolve to this thinking and planning it this way, because I'm always trying to fit it into the box given to me, and I'm finally like, I gotta get out of that box. So here's another one. At first I figured for certain that I wouldn't start him in these subjects, but I decided to do so because he's going in 4th, and I'm giving him and it's a 3rd grade. And when you look here, so here's social studies. Next year I plan to give him all of 3rd grade and half of 4th grade. Same thing for science. All of 3rd grade and beginning of 4th grade. My reason to do that is he is not a fan of reading. If I book him heavily in science and social studies, he will get that reading in, even though it's not a chapter book. And the reading is really meaty and will help develop his reading very well. So he's not really into reading chapter books, and instead of fighting him on that, I will just assign him heavier on science and social studies, and he'll get that reading time in. So I hope this helps. Like my videos, subscribe. I'll have more overviews on how I plan and how I'm using my planners from last year and this year. So have a great time.